So Graham, your first trip,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I was looking forward to it, but I didn't know what to expect. It's just the sheer numbers of it all. We're here at Tyne Cot, and it's just all the pristine white headstones. But you just think, you know, that's one person from one family. It just touched so many people, not just, of course, in the northwestern Lancashire, but all around the world, in Australia, Canada, and it is the sheer numbers and the fact that, you know, whole families, whole streets in, you know, the likes of Accrington, Chorley, Lancaster, you know, were just wiped out in literally minutes.
You've also walked on battlefields where your own family sadly were wounded and then went back behind the lines and died of their wounds. What was your thoughts?
Initially, they didn't look like battlefields really, but you were there to explain that, you know, that the Germans were here and our lads were here, because the first one was just some farmland. There was a man on a tractor going up and down. The second one was a housing estate. The postman was cycling down the street. It was hard to visualise, you know, 100 years on, what it must have been like. But you know, you've shown us the pictures, and it's a fact that it was bleak. There was not a lot left really.
And from a BBC perspective, Radio Lancashire, North West Tonight, how do you view it from a technical programme point of view?
Oh, it's gone really well. It's gone really well. We've recorded and broadcast from most of the places, and there's going to be some real good stories, real personal stories of how John Liver and Tom came out here desperate to fight out here, really, to come all this way from Lancaster to sadly lose their lives over here.
And we were at the Menin Gate, and we both stood there under a Chorley pal, Henry Calderbank, and I laid a poppy cross for his daughter who's still alive. Yeah. But you were moved by the Menin Gate, weren't you?
That was, yeah, just crazy. It was just really, really crazy. They do that every night, don't they? Yes. And it was a way that it was really busy. There was loads of people there, quite noisy, and then at 8 o'clock, bang, silence, absolute silence.
And a final question, from a BBC perspective, how do you think the radio station and North West Tonight will... We've been doing all sorts, haven't we? I mean, I've been absolutely overwhelmed by it and the technical side of it and the technology. But how do you think they will view all this now?
Well, it's all worked so far, I think. The great thing about something like this is usually when you go and film something abroad or you film anything for regional television, you usually rush in. You've got a couple of hours, if you're lucky, a couple of hours to edit it. The beauty of this is we're not having to rush. We've got a very good cameraman.
Keith's been
excellent. Very
yeah.
good cameraman. And we've got time to actually go back to Salford, make it look even better, and, you know, use music and you know, poetry and things like that. So this is quite a luxury to actually go back and have a bit of time to make it look even better. Because regional television, you film it, you go back, you edit it, and you stick it out. This is unusual.
Well, Graham, on a personal note, I'd just like to thank you very much. It's been not only a journey for you, but it's been a pleasure to show you around the battlefields, and maybe we have the opportunity to do it again.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe one of your famous talks.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.